Hi, my name is Jim Regan and Brother Jim, and I'm going to talk a little bit about computers on the outside of the computer, a little bit on the inside, and then we're going to talk about how the programming works on the desktop. Don't worry, I'll explain it all in a minute. Just for starters, though, how do you tell what's inside a computer when you go out to purchase one? Because look at right here, you see the boxes are close to the same, or you might see two that are looking like that, and they're completely different computers. So how do you tell the difference? What's how the computer is made up? Well, first, we just want to show you a little bit about what's on the inside of the computer. Don't worry, I'm not giving you a test, but this will get you a little bit familiar. If you open up a box on the computer, you'll see something like this. They're a lot more advanced than this now, but there's your power supply. Down here, this thing that I'm circling around is the motherboard. Okay. All right, this green thing right here. See the motherboard? It's the board that controls everything in the computer. The RAM is here. The microprocessor here. The brain is here. And you can see all the wires that are coming from the power supply go into the motherboard. The motherboard is like the controller of the whole computer, and over here's your CD-ROM drive is hidden, and your hard drive's over in here too as well. And so the CD-ROM and the hard drive are your storage areas where it stores your programs, it stores your files that you save, it stores everything on your computer. That's where your operating system is stored in there as well. But the motherboard is what controls all the interaction. It's like a little city, and it just directs electronic traffic. The power supply, of course, gives the power, and back here is all your hookups. You can see the wires coming out on the back of your computer, and up here's the front. So here's your front of the computer, where you have your USBs and CD-ROMs and hard drives and power buttons, and back in the back is where your cords are at. Okay, and then here's a little picture of a hard drive. Kind of looks like a record looking thing, and that's exactly how it does it. A hard drive will print to the computer record just like that, and that just gives you a little peek at how it does it. It looks just like a phonograph, and it can read, write, and erase on there as it needs to. Okay, and there's different size hard drives. There's 250 gigabyte, 500 gigabyte, 1 terabyte. Now, not to confuse you, but you start with a kilobyte. That's 1,000 bytes. A megabyte is 1,000,000 bytes. A gigabyte is 1,000 megabytes, and a terabyte is 1,000 gigabytes. So if I haven't confused you enough, a byte is just a single piece of information, and a byte has 8 bits to it, and it's just numbers. Okay, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, something like that. It has 8 bits. Okay, so I'm not trying to confuse you, but that's what makes a byte. A byte would be like the letter A. The letter A would be 1 byte. The letter B would be a different byte. The letter C would be a different byte. And the letter E would be a different byte. So each character on your keyboard is a different byte which the computer recognizes, and then you can arrange all these bytes in different directions, and you can get a letter and a book even. Okay, so, and you can store images. Those have bytes, and music are bytes. They have different, each file is a different kind of file. So you have document files, you have record files, which are MP3s, which are music files, and you have video files, which are huge files. Okay, and that's why you have to have a DVD to play a movie, because that whole disk is full of computer information that's got all the digitalized video information and sound in that little disk. Okay, so that's enough of that. I didn't want to scare you with all that, but this gives you an idea that you have what's on the inside of a computer is what counts, because looking on the outside you can't tell. Now just to give you an example, here's a little Dell site, and look at all these different computers. How do you tell? They all look the same. Okay, it has to do with their specs or their features. Look at this one here, 4 GB of memory and 500 GB of hard drive. Okay, and then it says 64 bits. You see all this? You have to kind of get familiar with these features to begin to compare and learn. Like right here, this is a 500 GB hard drive. That's a terabyte hard drive. So this terabyte hard drive is twice the size. Okay, this is 8 GB of memory as compared to 4 GB. You see, same looking. I mean, it's a little fatter box, but the box is a box. It's what's on the inside that counts. But if you really want to see what's inside something, you just click on that part here, and if we'll go to it, there we go, and you can see the price on this Best Buy thing right now is under $500, just the computer, not the monitor. But here it tells you more details on the features. See, it tells you the kind of processor. They have even up to i7 right now processors. This is an i3, so that tells you how fast the processor is. This tells you how RAM has to do with how much can it do at the same time. It's kind of like putting things out on your desk at the same time. You can have a small desk or a big desk. That's your RAM. How much you can multitask at the same time, because the more RAM you have, the faster the computer can go and handle more things. Like a 4 GB will handle it, but an 8 GB will handle it. You know, it'll really handle it. And 16 GB will zoom it. Okay, now terabyte is your hard drive. See, it's your hard drive. That's where your permanent storage is. The RAM is your temporary storage. And you got an 8-in-1 media reader, USB ports. These are what you hook up your mouse to, or other. A USB is a type of peripheral connectivity device. You know, Ethernet, Bluetooth. See, so this is where you compare computers. Okay, and then you look at the price and you try to get the best money for your price. So that's how you tell inside a computer. Okay, so when you look at this, just realize that inside the computer there are different things going on, and don't let the salesman just, you know, make you dazzle you. Find out for yourself and do a little due diligence, and you can get a better deal in your computer. All right, now that we've talked about that, we're going to go, now we're at the desktop, and you can see this blue area is my desktop, and I got a lot of stuff on there. Each one of these little colorful things are called icons, and icons can open up a folder, or they can open up a program. Like right over here is an icon for my Kindle reader, and I could literally open that up. Oh, it can't be used that. Okay, we're going to skip that one. That's, sorry about that. But here's a program. It's called Paint.net. Well, I can view images and edit images in here. It's a program it's a free program, by the way, Paint.net. You can download it. It's a good program, but it allows you to edit video, edit pictures. Here's Microsoft Word right here. That's a program. Okay, so you got to understand that the programs are different from internet. You know, the internet is a whole different thing. The internet is outside of your computer. The internet is all over the world. It's called the World Wide Web. Okay, it's all over the world, and the internet is the network that connects all these computers together. Each place on the internet has an address, like a house has an address in a city. So each place has a website address. Okay, I'm not going to confuse you right now until we get there, but I'm just trying to show you that the internet is separate from your programs. And here's a program right here. See, this is called the eSword. It's you can download this for free. It's a Bible program. So you could literally read the Bible right from here. You can take notes. Okay, see, as I have taken notes over here. You can download different Bibles. You can get dictionaries, tools. So you literally can do a lot of work. And you can just read the Bible. See, I got all these different Bibles I can look at. That's the American Standard Version. This is the King James. This is the King James with Strong's words. So I mean, you can do different things with the Bible, and this is free. So you can come and study the Bible here on that. But that's just a separate program. Let's see, we can get another program here. Here's Adobe Reader. That's another program. And basically, here's an example. The Adobe Reader reads what are called PDF files, and all that means is portable desk format. Don't let me confuse you. It just means a lot of companies put their books in PDFs because it freezes them. It's like you can't edit them, you can just read them. And people will put books out on the internet for free as PDFs, you see? So you can just go right down the thing, and this is actually the book that explains my Toshiba computer, tells all the details on it. So that's what a PDF file is. It's different from a Word document because a Word document is something you can edit, okay? Now you can save a Word document as a PDF, but once it's a PDF, it's frozen and can only be viewed under a PDF reader such as Acrobat, okay? So this here is another program that allows you to listen to music. You can download music from the internet. For instance, here I go right to my library. I'm just showing you that I've downloaded these programs. Here's a song that I like to listen to, and you can hear it right now if it starts. So you can see. So you can put your favorite worship songs on here and have them, make playlists and everything like that. Okay? So each little program that is downloaded has different functions, but those are programs. Now, let me go into the computer proper. Okay. Now see this little folder here? This allows you to see into your computer. It's called File Explorer. So I'm going to look into the computer, and you can see here's the PC, okay, the devices and drives, okay. All right, now let me go back. Okay, the C drive is your hard drive. That's the C drive. Okay, there's my DVD drive, and you can have you put a USB in there, it'll see that too as a drive. So a USB is just a little portable thing that you can put into the USB port and use as a drive. Now, if I go on to the drive itself, notice how it says this PC desktop. Well, the desktop was all these files here on the left. Okay, here's my documents. I have all kinds of documents here. These red things are called Acrobat documents. Those are red on the Acrobat reader. For instance, if I bring that up, see, my taxes were paid. Okay. Okay. Here, and here, right here, those are documents. Those are text documents. Okay. My video downloads. Okay, I can put videos in there, and what you do, these are folders, so you can organize your hard drive. But see, and have your documents, like over here, you have documents, see? You can, okay? So I don't want to confuse you too much, but what I'm basically saying is you can organize them. And notice how it says program files? These are all the programs that I have, okay? Some of them come with the computer, some of them you download. Okay, so like for instance, Well, here's the eSword. All the files with that eSword is associated with that program. But see that application there? This is the thing that'll launch it right there. If I launch it, here it comes back again. So I'm just trying to show you that even though I had the icons on the top of the desktop, which will open up this program, I could also launch it from inside the file itself. So inside the PC, you have the program files, which are all the files that you open. Again, these files are not the internet. These are files. Some of them come with the computer, some you download from the internet, some you buy and put in the computer. Microsoft Office is a program that you use, that you buy. There are many programs you can buy. If you go to the software part in Best Buy, you can see all the different kinds of programs you can buy. If you're an engineer, you could buy a CAD program that will allow you to design things like an architect or mechanical drawings. Okay, doctors have programs that they use. Okay, nurses, tax accountants, you have accounting programs, tax programs, all kinds of programs that you can purchase, but you can also get some programs for free, and you just have to, get to know the internet to do that. So I hope this didn't confuse you. I just want to go over this one more time. See how it said, I can see this thing here. This thing, when you hit the button, it opens it up and it collapses it. When it turns down, it opens. All right, when you bring it back up, it collapses. So I can open up my documents like that. See, every time I do that, I can go, see, these are all the things I've downloaded, see? So when you download, you have a download file. These are all my pictures. Okay, this is all my music. So you can organize on your hard drive, okay, have everything organized. Let me get this so it doesn't confuse. But you see how it's all like I can bring it all back, and now it's nice and neat. Okay, but if you need to look at your downloads, stuff that you've downloaded from the computer, different things that you've downloaded, there it is. Okay, or you can look at your documents. Okay, or you can look at your programs and go look at those and see, right? Program files. Here's where Windows, all the stuff in Windows is stored here. Okay, in the Windows there. If I open it up, look at all that stuff. That's your operating system, so you don't want to go in there unless you know what you're doing, and because if you mess that part up, you'll mess up your computer. So stay out of Windows until you know what you're doing. Okay, so this, I hope I didn't confuse you, because I can see how it could. Because, oh my gosh, you can go over this again and just go over it until it makes sense. Just think of this PC is all the programs and documents that have been stored on your hard drive. That little record thing. See this thing right here? Let's go back over here. See, that's the physical thing, the little record thing that the computer writes the information. But hold on. Oops, excuse me. Forgive me for that. Okay, but this File Explorer allows you to see into your hard drive. It's the desktop here is all this stuff here on the blue screen. Okay, so see if I open this up, watch, you'll see Microsoft Office there. Okay, see that MS Office up here? That's a folder, has all my MS Office, so right? Okay, here's where my documents are. Okay, and then it has different programs on there too. So, okay, but notice how it's just folders. Okay, on my desktop. So the point is that you can get a picture of what's on your desktop. You can see other places into your computer. through the File Explorer, which is right here. But again, this is your hard drive, which is inside your computer. It is not the internet. Okay? So I hope that helps you understand what that's about. I'm only going to do one thing because I want you to see the difference between the internet and the program. Now I'm going to hit this one right here, and it's called Google Chrome, and this is called a browser. Now if I'm going on the internet and I'm going to search for coffee, okay, and then all the different stuff about coffee comes up. These are links, okay, and we will get to that in the next video. Notice how I click on that, Green Mountain Coffee. You want to get some Green Mountain Coffee? You just click on that link and you can purchase it. But that just gives you an example of this little window here is called the browser. We will explain that more in the next video. So I hope you learned something there. I thank you very much for your time. God bless.